So I'm going to call the Westfield Zoning Board of Appeals meeting to order. It is Wednesday, June 23rd. It looks like we have our newest member is Jen Gilbert here this evening. Or Jen, apologize for not reaching out sooner, but I'll try to get your contact from Jay and give you a ring tomorrow. We're supposed to have two other members here this evening. I spoke with them earlier today. That Sophia and Christine, they said they were going to be on, but at 7:15 they're not on. So I'm going to call a brief recess. I apologize, petitioner, but we obviously need three board members to conduct the public hearing. He is on, so I'll give it another minute. I know Christine was coming on as well. It's an easy application, Jen, but I don't want to throw you to the fire your first time out. But just to give you kind of the lay of the land, we'll see if you get settled, and it looks like Christine may be connecting as well. We usually meet, the first and third Wednesday of the month, and usually the first meeting we usually accept petitions and schedule for public hearing, and then obviously at the back end of the month we conduct the public hearings. Summertime there's usually less applications, so we usually only meet once a month. So I don't actually think we'll meet until August, but we can discuss that when other board members are on. But you feel free to, where we have one public hearing this evening, it's pretty straightforward. You can feel free to ask questions or chime in whenever. But I'll try to reach out to you tomorrow. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Sophia, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay. I guess
Hi, guys.
I'll introduce myself. I'm Chairperson Kick Sullivan. Sophia
Bitsis, member.
Jen, if you want to state your name and your position for the record.
Hi, Jennifer Gilbert. I'm an alternate for the ZBA.
And Christine, are you here?
I'm here.
Okay. You're on your iPhone. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, because my office computer isn't working. So,
fair enough.
And I can't figure out. Oh, it's terrible. Okay. Anyway, I'm here. I'm Christine Webster, and I am am I still an alternate?
I clicked on the website today. I don't know if they changed it. I think you might have to reset it. Usually they bump it.
Right. I think someone had mentioned they were, but anyway.
So this evening we have the public hearing for Mr. Yvonne on 83 Massey Street. We'll take that first, and then after that, I believe we have two applications to accept. So we'll deal with those after. So I don't think the public hearing should be too long. But we're going to take that first, and then we'll jump into the two new petitions to accept. Those will be informal. Is there anybody here for something other than those agenda items? I'm going to go with no. So with that said, Mr. Vaughn, if you could just state your name for the record, your property address, and then briefly review the application with us, so we can open the floor up to anybody else. And then we hope to close the hearing, when we're finished, and then we'll most likely immediately deliberate on it and give you a decision right then and there.
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes.
Okay. My name is Jonathan Yvonne, and I live at 83 Massey Street.
And can you just briefly summarize? I know we did it when we accepted the petition. Just briefly summarize the petition and why you need the relief.
Sure. When I filed for my permit, we're building a little pool house. And when I filed for my permit and they came out, one of the walls on my neighbor's side, which would be 77 Massey Street, John Raymakers, that wall was going to be too close to his property. So I was advised to go through this process to get it approved.
Gotcha. So it's just that side yard. Is it side yard or rear yard setback?
It's my rear side yard.
Rear side yard. Okay. And you believe that it's going to be built in accordance with the plans as submitted, and you're confident that it's going to be not more than 8 feet.
Correct. That is correct. Yes.
I don't necessarily have any further questions for the petitioner. Does anybody else?
I I actually had one question. The plans that were attached, Kick, I don't know if you have them accessible or in front of you, but it looked like one of the drawings showed the pool house encroaching a property line. Is that
that-
accurate or
Was
no?
that GIS or which image?
No, it was on the plans that were attached with the application. One of the sheets showed a property line and it showed the pool house going over it. So I was a little confused, and I know usually we condition on the plan submitted, but
Yeah, I think I see on one of the drawings, I'm trying to forget.
it
It's
was like one of the, I think it was like the third or fourth sheet inks. It was a
yeah,
good
that's,
sized plan set, but
I'm looking at one. It does look like there are property. It looks like there's a strip of land potentially that may.
yeah, and it looks like almost like there's a property line going right through the pool house. I didn't know if it was encroaching on the neighbor's property and if there's some sort of like boundary agreement or something, or I just want to make sure that the relief that we grant is actually sufficient. I know the abutter is okay with the proposed construction and everything, but I just want to make sure it's not an issue going forward as an encroachment, because the plans show a property line, and I don't know if it's just that the plans aren't clear, or maybe we should remove that sheet as part of our condition. For clarification,
Yeah,
It's-
I mean,
it
Mr.
came
Vaughn,
to me.
did you have a survey done or anything?
There was not a survey done. There's there's a fence that's up that's on the property line, and the pool house sits like 8 feet back from the fence.
So if the intention is that that fence is on the property line?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So generally, it is in general conformity with the plans as submitted. So I mean, I don't think it would be an issue if you might get me correct, if you were to move it a few feet. I mean, that would be further away. So
I just want to make sure it's not because obviously you would know as well as I do, and Christine as well, but it can become an encroachment on a plot plan if there's not specific relief granted through our permit. So if we say 8 feet and it ends up showing, that it's encroaching over the property line, then the relief, is null and void because it's not 8 feet off the property line. I don't know if there's a way to ensure where the fence placement is, if it's actually on the property line. It's tough to say without, at least having those pins located and, even pulling tape at this point, but that was my only concern because the plans show a property line and it shows the pool house kind of going right through it. So it was just a little confusing.
I'd have to go back and look at that plan too, because I did not see that. So it definitely is not on the property line.
Okay.
I found the drawing if you want me to speak to it.
yeah,
And it shows property line and in parentheses, assumed property line. And then it shows the 8 feet back from that. And then I think that line you're thinking of is the 10-foot off of that. So I think maybe when the drawing was prepared that they showed on that line saying this is 10 feet back and showing
As
the
a setback.
Yes,
Okay.
I think that's just the setback line.
Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure because I don't have the plans in front of me. So
wonderful.
thank you.
So Chris, just to be clear, hold on one second, let's get back to that. We would be conditioning on, that it's not more than 8 feet, it's not closer than 8 feet from the eastern side lot. And then in general conformity with the plans, with the submitted building elevations, which references sheet A201. You're comfortable with the plans as submitted, and you're confident that it's not more than 8 feet closer? Okay. I don't necessarily have any other questions or concerns from the petitioner, for the petitioner. Anything else from the board before we open up the floor?
Okay.
So I'll ask if there's anybody else to speak in favor or against this petition. See at least one other phone ID here. I'm going to go with no. Is the board comfortable closing the public hearing and deliberating on this item?
I'll make a
Yes.
motion to close the public hearing.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Okay. All those in favor, Chairperson Kick Sullivan, Sophia,
Aye.
Christine,
Aye.
and then we'll
I don't
take
know why
Jen.
my video won't work.
All right. So that carries. I'm going to open up the deliberations. I feel like it's pretty straightforward, and we can let Mr. Vaughn enjoy the rest of his evening. So as I said before, I think it's the specific site is appropriate for the dimensional relief. Pool building is a customary feature, so it won't, adversely affect the neighborhood. Adequate and appropriate facilities will be provided, as we've seen in the plans. And the plan as approved conforms to all other rules and regulations. Just that lot line that needs relief. And then the conditions would be, that it's not closer than the 8 feet from the eastern side lot line as depicted. And then, sorry, and then obviously in general conformity with the plans as submitted. Anything else the board wants to deliberate on? No?
Nope.
Okay. I will make a motion to approve the petition for Mr. Yvonne. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second. Oh, sorry.
Favor, roll call, Chairperson Kick Sullivan, aye. Sophia,
Aye.
and Christine.
Aye.
So you're all set, Mr. Yvonne. You'll be hearing from Jay with regard to information about recording the permit, and then
Okay.
20-day appeal period too. But he'll give you instructions on all that from the planning department.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
Enjoy your evening.
Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
So I'll move on with the agenda. So let me click back to that page. So I believe I have 2 other applications to accept. The first one is on 80 City View and the second one's on 422 Southwick. I think that 80 City View was submitted first. So I'll take that one first. Is the petitioner for 80 City View Boulevard present? There is a phone number ending in 554. Are you the petitioner for 80 City View?
No, I'm the one for 422 Southwick Road.
Okay. So the petitioner is not present. It's for a special permit for conversion of 2-family turning 1-car garage into living quarters, kitchen, bedroom, bath on City View. I don't have an objection to accepting this petition, and hopefully Jay will be able to reach out to them and let them know when the meeting is going to be. And obviously I guess we'll go back to the next meeting would be August 4th. So any objections to scheduling the public hearing for 80 City View for August? Go ahead.
I won't be available August 4th.
No, me either.
Okay.
I won't. I'm gonna trying to. I'll be on
I
vacation that week.
won't either. So we can't do August 4th.
Yeah.
Let me look. Do we want to do, what's everybody's next availability?
The next
believe
week
I-
is fine.
I believe I fly back on the 10th, so I think of the 11th is a Wednesday, correct?
Yeah.
So I can be available on the 11th, but I'm gone the first week until the 10th.
My wife's in there. I have to ask her, when are we back from Brazil?
Let me see the calendar.
You're on your video.
That's okay. Yeah, I think you fly the 9, you get here 10 for the
Okay.
11. I'm
All right. So I may not even be available the 11th. Any objection to the 18th? August 18th?
Nope.
Do that. I'll make a motion to schedule the public hearing for 80 City View for August 18th. Hopefully the Jay will be able to alert the petitioner.
I'm sorry, can we do it the last week of July? Just so that they're not waiting so long, because that's,
I'm
Okay,
fine
well-
with that.
Mhm.
Christine, are you available the last, because I don't leave until, I believe, the
You mean the
2nd of August.
28th? Yeah, the 28th should be fine.
All right. let's
Just
do-
so that way we can, that's why I think we
Yeah.
should maybe take care of it and then
All right.
skip the first
Are we
meeting in
going-
August.
When are these hearings in person?
That's the next question. Well, hopefully we'll do 422 Southwick first, and then we'll have that conversation after that.
All right. This is
So-
ridiculous.
The next item is to accept the petition for 422 Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, should we make a motion to schedule the public hearing for July 28th?
I'll make a motion to schedule the public hearing for 80 City View Boulevard for July 28th. Do I hear a second?
Second.
And then all those in favor, Chairperson Sullivan, aye. Sophia
Aye.
and Christine.
Aye.
So now we'll jump into, unless there's another one, we'll jump into 422 Southwick. If the petitioner could just state their name and fill us in, and name and address, and fill us in on the relief being sought. We'll ask, it's informal, so we'll schedule it for the public hearing for the July 28th date. That'll be a formal hearing. So we're just looking to kind of get more information about the application. We may ask some questions or ask for, for items when we do a site visit. So if the petitioner could come forward, state their name for the record, and then fill us in.
Yep, my name is Michelle Fontanellis. I'm at 422 Southwick Road, Westfield, Mass. And the petition is to see if we can get a kennel license for our 4 dogs.
Okay. And pursuant to Jay's email, we're just considering this in terms of lot size, I believe. I think.
Correct. My lot size is too small. It's less than 1.5 acres.
Right. So I think it says it's 60,000 square feet is needed. How big is your lot?
I believe he said it was 0.68
Okay.
acres.
So I'm sorry, to clarify, the kennel needs 1.5 and she has 0.6?
Yes,
Okay.
And
that's what I was informed of.
and you're seeking a variance, correct? That's what the
Yes.
So, and what's the reason for the request?
We currently have 4 dogs.
Gotcha. So you're not going to be running a kennel. It's really just to legally have that 4th dog permitted and allowed to reside at the house.
Correct. Yeah, just until one of them is no longer with us, then I won't need it because I will not do this again. I wasn't aware in Mass you can only have, 3. So.
Gotcha. So yeah, with the variance, the big thing is the substantial hardship, being able to show, why the substantial hardship exists and why you need specific relief for it. It's a pretty high threshold. It usually has to do with shape, topography, or soil. So it's not something that is willingly given out. I know we've had a fairly recent one with pretty much the same exact issue. Have you explored, it's kind of crazy, purchasing any sort of land around to get that lot size?
Based off the farm field next door, the trailer park, I don't believe there's a way for me to acquire enough land.
Gotcha. So yeah, I guess on the 28th, just be prepared to talk about the substantial hardship issue. There any other board members want to add anything or request anything further?
No, I just think that's, again, it's difficult because it's the variances. You got to look at what the law requires.
Right.
Okay, I'll make a motion to accept the petition for 422 Southwick. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor, Chairperson Sullivan, aye. Sophia?
Aye.
Christine?
Aye.
Okay. So we will hear 422 Southwick on the 28th, and you're free to go this evening, and we look forward to seeing you then.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, so we'll move along on the agenda. Let me get back to it. So that's everything we have on the agenda. Do we want to discuss if we want to meet in person on the 28th or if we want to do a Zoom? I know Pete had said before a lot of the boards are going back to in person. I don't know what people's schedules are, if you want to do the Zoom for the rest of the summer and then reconvene in person and maybe in the fall. What do you guys?
Yeah, because the 28th is going to be really hard for me. This is the end of the month. So trying to get, I'll probably be stuck here in the office. So, but I'll do whatever. If you need,
Yeah. I would say I would agree with you. It's I know your schedule. I know Sophia has a busy schedule this time of year too.
Yep.
I think we should stay remote for the summer.
yeah, we're not gonna have much and then right after September, we can
We can
come back.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I don't think we have to make a motion on that, but that would be the
plan.
let me go back to Jay's email. Is there any other items that do we want to review and accept the minutes?
I didn't get to look at them yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't look at them either, so I guess we'll postpone that. Thanks, Chris.
Sorry, Chris.
And then I think that's it. Is there anything else the board wants to discuss before we adjourn?
No,
Okay. So
Nope.
Jen, I'll reach out to you tomorrow. I'll get the contact hopefully from Jay. But otherwise, I'm gonna make a motion to adjourn. Do I hear a second?
second,
All those in
Oh,
favor?
sorry, Chris.
Melvin, aye. Sophia,
aye.
Aye.
approved. We'll see everybody on the 28th.
Okay, Bye.
Want to give we accept any petitions for the 28th hearing if they come in a timely fashion. Do I hear a second?
Second.
second,
All those-
third,
Your person, Kip Sullivan, aye. Sophia
Aye.
and Christine.
goodbye.
Okay,
Yes,
all right.
aye. Bye.
Welcome aboard,
Okay.
Jen.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, welcome aboard.
Good night,
Bye.
everybody. Talk to you later.
Bye, guys.